Hello, I'm RetroJules, and welcome to World of Tanks on Xbox One. This is my AMX 12T, Tier 6 French light tank. The T stands for ton. It's a 12-ton tank. It's a tiny tank. It's relatively quick, but not overly manoeuvrable, and has a very poor turning circle. It's got no armour, and as a result of that, you play this tank quite passively. You'll do your scouting and your spotting, and then you'll sit back and help the team wherever you can. You cannot play this tank aggressively, and the main reason for that is because of its manoeuvrability and its gun. Its gun has got relatively good penetration, but it is a nibbler. It's an autoloader. It's a 6-clip autoloader. There are 2 seconds between each shell, and then you have a 20-second reload time to refill your clip. And I do suggest with this tank you try and keep that clip reloaded and full whenever and as you can, so you face your next opponent with the full clip. It's got an oscillating turret. The autoloader mechanism is on the back of the turret, and as a result of this you've got very poor elevation and depression, which means if you auto-aim at a target and the ground is undulating, you will find that your reticle most of the time will be off the target. So with this tank you don't shoot on the move, but apart from that it is quite an effective little light tank, and here's a couple of game clips to show you the tank in action. So we're on El Haluf and it's raining, dreadful day, and we're here in our Tier 6 French light tank, and it's a team destruction game. So normally I would be bombing down into the valley to the little village on the hill and doing some spotting, but I'm not going to do that because there's no base there to capture, and we're not quite sure how the other team are going to play this game. For all we know, they could all come tumbling down the hill. So I'm just rolling around the back here, staying out of sight, and I'm going to park up by this rock, put my binoculars and camo net on, and see what we can see. I would normally be doing what that medium's doing, but I didn't feel like this was the game to do it. I should be doing what he's doing, really, because I'm a scouting tank. And actually would have probably got away with it. Now, as you can see, I didn't have the elevation there to shoot those targets. I had to reverse. Camouflage net comes off and you're exposed. You do have to manoeuvre this tank quite a lot because of its poor gun depression and elevation. It's very limited, and that is due to that great big autoloader assembly on the back of your turret. So I'm feeling a little bit brave. I'm aware that a light tank has rolled on down. I've been spotted. Spotted again, and I have no idea what is spotting me. I would normally have said it was artillery, but there aren't any. So I'm just going to park up here, thinking that light tank is going to come for me, and I've got 6 shots ready for him, and it only takes me 12 seconds to unload them all. And you do need them all because they are little tiny nibblers. See, and I haven't got the elevation to shoot that tank either because I'm on a slope. So rather than sit there manoeuvring to try and get a shot, I'm going to carry on rolling up the hill because I'm quite confident that there aren't any tanks up here. But tiptoeing just in case, because we don't want any surprises. And you will see as I roll through this bit of countryside here how my reticle jumps all over the place, where the gyroscopes in your turret just cannot cope with the movement of the tank and account for it. So we've got a Tier 5 Panzer. Nice shot in the engine. Lovely. 2 shots, finish him off. We've got a tier 6 light tank just round the corner here. We've got 4 shots left, so we should be okay.
We've got a lot. Enemies looking right at us. Enemy brutal.
Quite happy to sit there and risk taking a shot from him because we have plenty of health. He's only got a tiny little nibbler of a gun as well. But as it happens, the only shot he got in missed anyway. And here's our 20-second reload. And I do suggest with this tank, when you are moving from A to B and you're pretty confident you're not going to come up against anything, that you reload your clip, even if you've only just fired 1 or 2 shots. It's really useful to go into the action with a full clip. So we've got a tank destroyer at the back. I missed my first chance. He doesn't seem to be going anywhere. It's a German Saint-Emile. Blind shot. Blind shot. Had a pretty good idea what direction he was travelling in. And there we go. You see, I'd only taken 2 shots, but I know where the other tanks are, and I know that I can reload before I get there. So I'm going to turn up with 6 shiny new shells to surprise the enemy. We're doing okay in this game, it's alright. So the plan is now to sneak up on the enemy, who are engaging our team and hopefully facing the opposite direction, and start sticking some shots in their bottoms. And there we go, is an IS. Nice engine shots. We're just going to keep putting them in his lower glacis, hopefully the weakest part at the back. Light tank at the back, hardly any health. It was just handy to take him out with 1 shell. And as long as the IS doesn't come for us, we're okay to just sit back and reload. Now, had we not taken that light tank out, he could have rolled forward and taken us out. And that's the IS sorted. Ideally I'd reload here, but I know the tank destroyer is just round the corner here. That's the Saint-Emile. I'm just going to roll by. He's not that manoeuvrable. And this is the situation you don't want to be in, when you're sat there for 20 seconds reloading. So we give him a nudge, and then our guys finish him off. Had that not been the last tank, and he started to turn on us, then I would have zipped on down the valley and got out of the way. So 47,000 in the bank, 3,000 XP. Would have been nice to have a first win with that and double that, but it's still good. And we came top, and we destroyed 4 tanks in our little 12-ton light French tank. So we're on the Serene Coast. This is a very fast, quick game. It's a tier 9 game. And we're a tiny little tier 6 light tank. So we are certainly going to play this game passively. So I'm just going to head off to the east and just do what a scouting tank does. Find the enemy, do some scouting, spot them, stay out of harm's way. Careful here. Yeah. We don't want to go plunging off silly little cliffs and damaging ourselves. So the key to this game is going to be using our team and not going in aggressively, because we're completely out-tiered. We're 3 tiers down, which is massive. Right, so we got a tiger there. So I'm going to get out the way. We've spotted him, not going to engage him. Certainly don't have the firepower to take him out in 1 clip.
Ready to fire on target.
Got a tier 8 tank destroyer coming in as well, and we've got our team behind us rolling in.
Using the optics, Commander.
So we're going to stay behind them. Support if we can. Be quite nice to get a few shots in. But this is just one of those games where you just know you can't go in. Now I'm going to go rolling past this Tiger because I know he won't have the turret traverse to engage me. So we might get a couple of shots in, and also we'll distract him enough for our team to finish him off, and that's exactly what happened. Now I've used half my clip, and you can see there aren't any tanks in the close vicinity, so really I should be reloading while I'm travelling, and for some reason I'm not. And we've just uncovered probably a tank destroyer right at the back which took a shot at us. We can stay down low, and yeah, now I choose to reload while I'm closer to the tanks. Not really wise. Oh, an artillery onto us. Joy. Right, reloaded. Full clip. Just bear in mind though, with that full clip, we certainly can't take out our tank with complete 100% health. But we'll help with this VK. He's not interested in us. He's getting circled by one of our guys. We're just going to put in these tiny, tiny shots, which really are a drop in the ocean. But we're getting money, we're getting XP, and we're helping our guys out. Right, so we know the tank destroyer's at the back here, so we're going to go in with a full clip and see what we can do. Even though we don't have super manoeuvrability, we do have speed on our side. And if you're going to shoot on the move with this, you really have to make sure you're close and you're on level ground. And he got one-shotted. We didn't get a shot in. So we ammo rack the Tiger. He gets a shot in. We get another couple of shots in, knowing it's going to take him probably about 8 seconds to reload. So half a clip, probably should have reloaded and just parked up, and this is a situation you don't want to be in. Thank God he missed. So we missed with one of the 3 shots we had left, and now we're sat here for 20 seconds trying to stay out of trouble. But our team are with us, and thank God for that. Thank you, Mr. T54, because I was in a little spot of bother there. But we're small enough to sort of try and hopefully keep out of his way. Here comes a T49 with his big gun launcher. Yeah, didn't do you much good, did it? And there we go. Quick and easy, game done. So we didn't do an awful lot, but we stayed alive. We only lost half our health. And we got 37 grand in the bank, and we got 4,000 XP on our first win. So actually, in a tier 9 game, 3 tiers down, not doing a whole lot, we did enough to make it a worthwhile game. And we came 3rd. That's not bad. My name's RetroJules. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Keep safe, keep tanking, and I'll see you soon.